Hey everyone, so I was taken aback by how seriously the YouTube CEO is taking the European Union's Article 11 and 13. And I've made a video about it. If you haven't watched it, watch it now. But long story short, what these articles do is, first of all, they remove fair use. So if I were to present a article from a newspaper, or I would show anything that is not of my own creation, I would break copyright law because there is no more fair use. The second thing that it does is that it puts the blame on the platform. So right now, if I were to post some pirated video, I would get a copyright strike against me. And the person that would want to sue in order to protect its intellectual property would have to sue me personally. However, under the new European Union law, the person can directly sue YouTube. And as you can imagine, because there are millions upon millions of videos uploaded every single day, um, YouTube is going to get so many lawsuits that is just going to be impossible for them to function under this new legislation. And of course, you might say, well, why would people vote such a thing? They don't even know what they're voting. Okay, there's articles in the press that absolutely show that these people from the European Union don't know what they actually vote. If you listen to how the EU functions, you'll see that they don't even read what the law is before they vote it. It's like law number, blah, 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 and then people just raise or lower their hands accordingly. So it is a big problem, and I spoke with the owner of BitChute, and even he, and I understand the man is from Britain, even he says that he will have to move. He's going to move to the United States if that's the case, because he literally cannot operate with this new legislation. And I don't think it's just YouTube and BitChute, it's going to be social media in general, right? So if you're a European, you're going to be massively affected by these articles unless they're stopped. Now, if you're an American, you might still be affected by them because it's still unclear if Europeans are going to be able to view videos made from America. If you have any favorite creator, any person that you like watching on YouTube and he's not American, well, you're probably not going to see them anymore. And people say that you can install a VPN. As I understand it, also in these two articles, 11 and 13, it's going to be up to the ISP to have an upload filter. So when you want to upload something, it's going to go to the ISP and they're going to check it. And obviously, they're going to have to make sure people don't have VPNs because otherwise they could bypass the system. And if they're found out, they're the ones that are going to be liable. So yeah, this is, in my opinion, quite grim. I'm not even going to get into the ramifications because right now it's just, allegedly about copyright, but you're giving the government so much power with this. You're basically allowing the government to have a filter with everything that you upload. Imagine having a phone conversation and every time you want to speak, there's going to be someone on the other line listening before transmitting your words to the other person. It is just incredibly Orwellian. It is very Chinese-like, and the EU is going to get massive power if this law manages to pass. And it also benefits major corporations that deal with movies and like Disney, for instance, right? That they're the ones that benefit because it's going to kill independent creators, and they don't like competition. They want people to consume. They don't want people to create. They would rather have you watch Disney Channel rather than watch PewDiePie. So they're all in favor with this. Now, what can you do about it, right? Because that's the whole thing. I don't want to just be here and sit and bitch and complain. I want to have a solution. Now, I don't know if this solution is going to be incredibly effective, but hey, it's better than nothing. And if I lose a battle, at least I want to know that I lost while doing everything I could. And this will only take a couple of minutes of your life. Like it's not something very difficult to do. Now, I will put this video into the description. It's a video well made for the normies. I don't know if I have so much appeal with the normies, so if you want to convince someone, just show them this video. And in this video, you got here in the comment section, sorry, in the info section, you got a link. And this link is also going to be into the description of this video. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to share this video for the normies. And I want you to also share this link. Now, this link will take you to this website. And I gotta say, this is a really cute drawing. But anyway, you see like your government are the only ones that can save your internet. This is obviously made for the normies. Like, please don't just overthink it. I disagree with the statement, obviously, because it's the government that's trying to fuck the internet. But you know what? Fine. Whatever will get people to sign this shit. Right? Like, I'll worry about the world fagging later. Right now, I just want people to help out and manage to get this legislation to stop, right? Because there will be no more moral fagging if this legislation passes. Like, well, you know, it's going to be just myself with the principles and no way to manage to reach other people. Free speech, in my opinion, is going to take a major blow in the European Union if this passes. So, anyway, this website, right, it's got a map of the European Union. And everywhere you go, you can see how people voted. So you can see, for example, in Romania, the traders, in favor of the article, there were 56%, and against the article, there were 25%. And you get like, you know, every single country's got like its own things. Like, look, Italy was for it, which is kind of weird because Italy is Eurosceptic, from what I know. So I don't understand why they want it. Britain, only 27%. So as you can see, like most countries were actually for the article. I wonder if I can even find a single country that was majorly against it. Oh, look, Poland. Maybe like Eastern countries, Hungary. Again, like Hungary is very Eurosceptic. I don't understand why they voted like this. But all right, so regardless, what you need to do is after you look and you morally judge and you shake your head in disbelief, you click on your country, and you're going to get a list of senators, right? And you're going to click email, and you actually need to start emailing these people, and you need to be very polite. I know it's difficult, but come on, let's try. You're going to be very polite, and you're going to say something. Hi, my name is blah blah blah. And you try to explain it to them, you know, perhaps show them the normie video as well. Or show them an article from the press, show them what the YouTube CEO says. And you say like, for example, I use YouTube in my daily life and I don't want my content creators to be gone. You know, I care about the jobs of the people that this is going to impact. I don't think this law is about copyright. You know, like, I don't want to give you a copy-paste thing because when people get a copy-paste thing, they think that it's organized, right? They immediately think that there's some NGO behind it and people are being paid in order to do that. So no, I'm not doing that. You just need to come up with yourself. And again, be very polite and try to convince as many people as you can. Now, this is obviously if you're from Europe. If you're outside of Europe and you want to help, what you can do is to try to share this video to Europeans. Try to reach Europeans. I know you're on Discord. You must be, you know, using certain forums, or, you know, you must have some friends that are outside of the US. You know, if you can try and convince them to help out and explain to them why it's a bad idea. If you manage, like if a single American manages to convince 5 people that they should sign this, then that would be great. Now, I'm going to, you know, talk with other people that I know from different countries, from political things, and maybe, you know, we can talk about making a peaceful protest in front of Brussels or something like that. You know, get some people over there, get some cameras, and hopefully raise awareness. Now, unlike the first time when the first vote happened, at least now YouTube spoke out. And, you know, YouTube is represented by Google. So hopefully we're going to get the, you know, the backing of these corporations. Now, I don't think that Google kind of shot themselves in the foot. Most of the people that care the most about it and they are mostly involved are the political commentators, and the political commentators have been hit by Google's censorship machine the most. So it's the people that could spoke out in favor of Google that probably don't like Google very much right now. But like Alex Jones, for example. Alex Jones has had million of subscribers. I believe 2 million, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, he could have been a powerful voice in this. He could have tried to get people to do what I'm saying right now. But, well, right, where is that? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you killed him, didn't you? Bastards. But anyway, right, so this is how you can help, and please do it. I know it doesn't affect you, Americans, but have mercy, help me out. Otherwise, we'll see if this doesn't manage to work and this legislation passes. I'll probably make a video suggesting to European YouTubers how to find loopholes in this legislation. Like, the way I'm thinking right now, something that's probably going to work because it's legal. First of all, I would have to make videos that don't break copyright, so I will sticks and hammer it. Just put myself in a camera and talk in front of the computer. Otherwise, since you can't upload it, if YouTube decides to ban Europe, basically, I'll just give my account and password for my channel to an American or someone outside the EU, and then send videos to him on Discord or something so he can upload them. That means there won't be any more streaming, I guess, but still, like, it's a workaround that would still be legal. I don't see why it wouldn't, because if the person that uploads is outside of the EU, does not follow the EU legislation, and Google wouldn't have anything else to complain. So yeah, I mean, this is just like something that I'm brainstorming right now in order to figure out how to survive. Obviously, the last step would be to leave the EU. But that is very difficult for different reasons. So yeah, let me know what you think. Looking forward to reading from you guys in the comment sections, and hopefully this will not pass. But even if it doesn't pass, it's still going to be a problem, because the way the EU works, as I mentioned before, if they don't get the vote, then the law is going to get back into the commission. The commission is going to make amendments, and then they'll give it back to the vote. So this is how the European Union understands to do democracy. You're going to vote as many times as required until I get the answer. And once it passes, it never comes back. They never decide to go back on a law that they pass. So yeah, horrible system, really undemocratic. And I don't think that this undemocratic institution needs even more power right now to filter and control everything that goes on the internet.